It's Klon in the near court serving to start the match. Well, during that long period in which Klon was sidelined, he stayed connected to our sport by volunteering as an assistant coach at his alma mater, Stanford, in Northern California.
Graduated from Stanford University with an economics degree.
Now the mini opening arises in this first service game. Half a chance at 15-30.
That might be a couple of nerves. Too easy, relatively easy errors in this first game off of the forehand side. That is his favorite wing. Klon has yet to make a first serve in this opening serve game.
Out. Immediate overrule from Damian Steiner in the chair. And that's directly in his line of sight. Bradley Kahn won't be successful in this match if he can't get first serves in. He hasn't made one yet, and he almost paid the price there on that point with another second serve and Isner being able to do something with the return and getting the advantage in the point. Three things happen when you get the first serve in. How to work, but pending the challenge, it appears Klon has a hold to start the match.
At this level, and we know from Isner's standpoint, he's going to be getting a couple of free points on his own serve every serve game. When I say free points, and that ball looks just
in by that much,
that is in.
Confirmation from our chase review.
Isner's going to be getting a couple of free points, and at this level in men's tennis, whether it's an ace or a service winner or a good first serve and a short ball that you can put away, you have to be getting a couple of those. So 124 miles an hour produces the short ball. As a player, you're thinking, I've got to figure out a way to take advantage of those little opportunities, the love 15, the 15-30s, or the break points on Isner's serve, because they'll be there. but you won't get very many.
Ace number 3 for Isner, and a point away from taking this game.
Yeah.
135 going wide.
2 games.
Justin Gimbelstop looking on. Part of Isner's team for several years.
Love 50.
First double of the match.
So if I'm Bradley Klahn, I take a little bit off of my first serve.
Love 50.
Might challenge it, not sure.
Thought about it.
But what I was going to say, take a little bit off of my first serve to increase my chances of getting my first serve in instead of just continually giving Isner a look at second serves. But he's in a little bit of trouble here above 30.
And Isner will see that second serve.
50.
Which is well placed.
Left for service.
Looked like he was trying to go into the body on that serve, either the body or I'm wondering if he missed his spot.
30.
I like the chance that he took right there. Took a second serve return, tried to do something with it. It almost paid off for him. I always felt that playing players like John Isner with the monster serves, and in my day it was the Richard Krajceks or Goran Ivanisevic. Those type of matches were very mentally challenging for me, just because you felt like you're working so hard and you're just not getting a lot of break opportunities.
Mr. Khan, charging on the first line, ball was called in.
Probably a good challenge for Klein right there.
Let's take another look with our chase review. By a smidge.
40-50.
Ace number 4 for Isner. Another economical hole for John Isner. 4 all on serve first sets.
Nice drop shot by Klahn. This is the easier ball right there. But he knows, okay, Isner has a big reach. He's going to be covering that line. He just tries to play it too close to the sideline.
15.
Klon mixing in his second double fault.
Oh, that is a big unforced error right there. At love 15, you have a short forehand and you're unable to put that ball into the court to go potentially go love 30. That's a big miss.
Effective combination as Bradley Klon continues to play steady tennis over here in New York. And there's the mini break to start the breaker.
More often than not, I would put give Isner the advantage when he gets to a tie break because he plays so many throughout the course of the year. He knows how to handle them better than any player out there. That is a challenge right there. The chair umpire was asking Klon if he was going to challenge. I don't see any reason not to challenge in a position right there. You have them to use, unless you just know that ball was out.
Love Isner to start the breaker. In his career, John Isner involved in over 620 tiebreakers. He has a winning record. Starting to get some separation on the scoreboard. Isner moves ahead 4-1 in this first set tiebreaker.
So a couple of things. Got the mini break by Isner. Yeah, you could argue that Klon got a little unfortunate on a couple close calls. Klahn wasn't able to get any free points on his own serve, but Isner will here. Nice. Look at
Deft
that.
touch. Klahn looking very comfortable at net.
It's a wonderful thing when you know what you want to do and you pull it off perfectly. And you might say, oh, he just stabbed at that ball. No, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. Whether he can pull it off on that type of passing shot from Isner is a different story. Perfect execution. So he gets one of the mini breaks back.
To Isner, a slew of set points.
And I think that experience of playing so many tiebreakers throughout his career, certainly throughout this year, makes a difference in moments like this.
Now the set is on the racket of John Isner, with 6 aces so far. Isner, the better player in the breaker. He wraps it up 7-3 to take the opening set, 7-6 on grandstand. Isner dropping in his 7th ace. 14. Back-to-back, he's up to 8 for the match.
And I think some of it has to do with somehow getting bigger inroads into Isner's serve. There were a couple of opportunities he had, not to get a break point, but to, maybe get a 15-30, maybe get the break point that he wasn't able to convert on.
Showcase of serving for John Isner. 9 aces.
So often you don't get a lot of rhythm. His serve is so big that you don't get a lot of rhythm on your return games. And it tends to put a little more pressure on your own serve. And in this case, Bradley Klahn tends to put a little bit more pressure on his serve.
Isner keeps the pressure on and draws the first break point of the match.
Nice job by Isner, taking advantage of a mid-court ball. Ball wasn't that short. He was still behind the baseline, this forehand here. But it was right down the middle of the court. He was able to move around, hit his forehand.
Flash of emotion from John Isner, celebrating the fact that he has seized the break. He's asserted himself, now up a set in the break here. Reminder, download the US Open app for all the way to score, stats, match highlights, player news, celeb sightings, and more. It's available in the App Store and Google Play Store.
So Klon starts this second set thinking, okay, let's see if I can just continue with what I was doing in the first, try to get a little bit better. But what's happened in the second set, he's kind of done it to himself. Isner has pretty much played the same level in this second set as he did in the first. You know, with Klon, he's still not able to get enough free points on his first serve. First serve percentage is about the same as it was the first set. He's thrown in a few more double faults, or a couple of double faults in this set. A few more unforced errors, and all of a sudden you find yourself down 4-0.
And you got to think that the ace parade will keep on coming. A dozen aces for Isner.
You know, it's frustrating when you're in a match or you walk off the court and you feel like, you know what, I just did that to myself. I didn't perform.
14.
And I think that's what's happening here.
It's all working for Isner. Love service game. He's a game away from coming up with a New York City bagel.
He has the biggest serve in the game when it goes in.
15. Mr. Clark is challenging call right. First up line, ball was calling.
Nothing to lose for Klon at this stage of the set. Let's get confirmation from our chase review.
That is an ace. Now, if you look at the last 2 points, the last 2 serves from Isner, 2 very different points. That one, he hit his spot. He went out wide. The previous one, it was right on the forehand side of Klon. Klon didn't have to stretch.
Good for ace number 14 for Isner. And you can make it 15 pending another chase review.
Yeah, and assuming, okay, that was the serve that Isner wanted on the previous point on the ad court. There he hit his spot. You know, Brian, it's not too different than a pitcher. I mean, they could miss their spot by an inch or 2.
Set points for Isner. And he takes advantage of the opportunity immediately. So Isner extended briefly, but able to wrap up this second set 6-3. He's a set away from booking a spot in the second round.
Me too. Can I get another towel?
Nice. Well done. Uncoiling with the forehand. Just whips it. I love that view right there. If he could do more of that. But that's all about taking advantage of the point that produces the short shot that allows him to do that.
15-13.
And that negative trend continues.
You know, I think there's a fine line, and this is where the first serve comes in. But if you're trying to do too much with your second serve, because you know Isner's over there, and he's the type of guy who'll just take a cut at a second serve return. And a lot of times it's hit or miss. But when you're not getting your first serve in, it puts that much more pressure on your second serve, which produces more double faults. 2 in the set, 7 in the match for Klon on double faults.
Klon contending with 2 more break points. Isner has converted 2 of 3 in the match. Both coming in the second set.
Game.
And it's a step in the right direction once more for John Isner. Up 2 sets and a break to start the third on Grandstand. 2011, he reached the quarterfinals, hoping to be a factor week 2 here in 2018.
That was a first of the match, a foot fault.
And we know players love that call.
15 love.
Yeah, players wondering, okay, we played, you know, over an hour and a half now, an hour and 35 minutes, and I haven't been called for a foot fault. What did I do differently on that one?
13 love.
Isner cranks it up to 134 with another stellar service winner. That's good for ace number 18. Isner steamrolled his way to another solid hold. He's got his eyes on the prize. 4-2, closing in on a straight set victory over Bradley Klon. We alluded to the fact that this match is being contested in the top half of the draw lower quarter. Talked about some of the big names, including Juan Martín del Potro and Milos Raonic. But the seed is gone moments ago on Ash. Shades of what we saw in Wimbledon. Grigor Dimitrov upset by Stan Wawrinka again.
What are the odds of those two playing in the first round of 2 majors? What are the odds of beginning of the year you could have gotten for Grigor Dimitrov being healthy and losing in the first round of 2 majors? That's not the play on that one. Short approach shot. Double up and hit the 2-handed backhand winner if you can.
Klon's been broken 3 times in the match, once in this third set, and he's got to contend with a tough situation here. Half a chance at 15-30.
If you're Isner here, got to make him play. Get this return in the court.
Nice job by Klon, keeping him on the defense.
Isner did what he could in that point. A nice return, just a better constructed point by Klon.
Game, flat.
Klon serving to stay in the match.
Looks like he was going for a first serve on the second serve there.
Major disparity as you see in double faults.
You know, another disparity, and you just mentioned there with the double faults, but for Klon, 8 aces, 8 double faults, so he's basically canceling each other out. That's tough to win with that statistic in men's tennis.
And Isner's ratio, sparkling. 20 aces, a single double.
But a nice stretch off the backhand side right here from Isner. Open stance, getting Klon on the run.
Mr. Isner is charging call right and service line. Ball was called out. Second serve. Mr. Isner has 2 challenges remaining.
Not much on that volley, and you could see him telling himself there. He did what he needed to do. Oh, nice pickup from Isner. Gives him 3 match points.
Then takes it with the service winner. John Isner was challenged in the opening set, taken to a breaker, and then he raised his play. Comprehensive victory over Bradley Klahn, and the top-ranked American is moving on to the second round of the 2018 U.S. Open.